how important is international exposure for a person who, suppose for a techie guy who's based in India?
But also, like, all the startups and ecosystem are focused on still on service sector and AI.
Yeah. Many people are on a work visa, and without that visa, they can't stay in the US hardly any time. Hence, they have to do whatever the company says.
Hi everyone, um, welcome back to Founders Decoded, and we have Tushar back again. We have such a positive response from Tushar, and currently the man is very popular as well as like he don't need an introduction. But at the same time, uh, to summarize, um, again, did not follow the last episode, uh, just in one sentence or two sentences, tell us about yourself so that people can remember you forever.
I'm a finance professional with 25 years of experience into venture capital, debt, structured debt, and IPO investments. And I love uh, being an expert speaker about a variety of things. And I like to, this is my way of giving back. And I've done more than 1,000 since the last 10 years, which are all available in the public domain. And
Yeah.
this is my second one with you, and lovely to have a conversation with you on this important subject.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you very
for
much.
having
We
me.
are very happy to have you here. And I think that's where like more nuclear energy comes into the role as well as other forms of energy that currently people
Yeah.
will invest in. But the people that who has money gets benefited with that compared to the people that who has ideas. In my standpoint, because no one in India can build. Hey, I decide to build a nuclear power plant. I'm gonna get government approvals. I'm gonna get all this material approvals. I'm gonna get and it would be interesting to see a common man building nuclear power plant.
Let me share one news with you.
Yeah.
The government, central government, has allowed private parties to build nuclear power plants. And
Yeah,
there are five, six companies which have been shortlisted, like Larsen and Toubro is there, and um, I don't remember the others, but L&T is definitely there, one such company. And Tata is there, right? Tatas are there.
yeah,
So, how they would do it, I don't know, but I think they're talking more about small modular reactors,
SMRs and currently like
not those massive plants, not those ones which are built with Russian help or
yeah,
Alstom and others.
yeah, because I see there is a lot of innovation happening here as well as Nordic countries, to be interestingly. All these companies were developing, focusing on different areas of nuclear. One is developing on reusing nuclear fuel, Oklo, um, and SMR. I forgot the name, New Scale Power. It is also developing type of SMRs. And there is this company that I met in one of the meetup. They had a 1 billion deal with Oklo just after I met the guy. And I made a podcast request for him before. He said, let's see. And after that deal, he got busy.
Don't worry, he'll come around.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, but it
But
was interesting.
your love for technology like reminds me of so many tech guys who just who are so deeply into it.
I see that passion across a lot of engineers in India because first year of bachelor's will be, oh, why did I start engineering? But at the same time, like for me, I had more project based learning. So it gave me more interest into that. And I started like deeply searching what is the ultimate solution that solves everything. But I actually realized there is not a singular thing that does, that is like many, many things. And again, if you tie up everything to one thing, that would be like it's a physics that you're basically inventing on the go, which is
But
quantum
I'll
physics.
be very frank with you. Like one thing I want to say about technology, which you might not like,
Yeah.
that there are downsides to technology also. Like like
No, I
I
agree.
see so many people hooked to smartphones for 10 hours a day, just wasting their life on reels and shorts and YouTube and
Yeah.
Instagram and it is like I like this Indian cricket player Abhishek Sharma. He was
Hmm.
not performing in this World Cup, and he was getting out on zero. And ultimately, the coach told him just shut down your Instagram account. And then
Yeah.
he shut down the Instagram account, and then he started performing.
Oh,
So this is the downside of technology. The algorithms are very smart, and Siri
yeah.
listens to you, and you know, and all
Everyone
these
listens to
smartphone
you.
apps they listen to you. Like so the privacy thing and the algorithms are so smart they will catch your attention some way or the other,
Yeah.
which
And
is
then,
yeah, which makes you like not a product of the nature or more like a product of the technology. Like
yeah,
it's not good for health as well. I think the over use of these things.
I agree with you. Like, I generally do no technology days in a week or something like that. Like yesterday was,
You do a
uh,
detox.
yeah, and I go to cabin so that like I do not use phones or anything. I just be myself and also sometimes hiking. Now, like it is winter here, hiking did not start, but summer I'm excited and kayaking as well. Oh my God. A lot of
So that brings
fun
me
act.
to one thing I want to know, Revant. You are a youngster, so I really want to know your views on one thing.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
So suppose one extreme case that
Hmm.
Some Indians or many Indians have to move back from US or move back from the Middle East. Uh, Suppose I don't know, like some extreme case.
Yeah.
Uh, Although there are not many Indians in US, like hardly 50 lakh, like 5 million. But like
Yeah.
even if like some of them have to move back, is that a good thing for Indians or maybe India?
I think India is a very accepting country.
Oh, it is, yeah.
And no
We have a
matter
friends
where,
also. Bangladeshis also keep on coming.
yeah, it happens.
No, no, no. It's a wrong
I know,
analogy,
I
but
know.
what I mean to say is that we are very accepting. That is true. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like, one of the reason I like India so much is because we are very accepting to people and also
But would
like
it be good for those people and would it be good for the Indian economy?
it depends on what kind of people come in.
I
And
think the US, like most of them are like
technology,
doctors, engineers, most of them are MBAs, well read, well educated.
I think it will be interesting to see that happen. When it happens, I think there will be again a new job crisis in India because
Yeah.
everyone wants the pool of the cream. They think
Mhm.
that pool is here a cream, but at the same time, like I feel uh, there is that aspect to it, but there can be a lot of innovation if money goes in investment on huge investments like power, because there are a lot of things people can do, and always the lacking factor is one of it is money, team, and good story. So like currently I'm passively building on few things in the back. Uh, you'll also come to know soon. And in my first startup, I made few mistakes. One is like I went alone. Entrepreneur journey is alone is it takes a lot of courage, but at the same time, let there are 100 punches to you for your one punch sometimes,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you have to, let's say you have a team, just one more person added, like one person has one weakness and other person has some other weakness, and
Right.
complementary skill set kind of helps in growing entrepreneurship. And
Right.
I took that takeaway, and even with respect to, there are two things I'm trying to make at this point. One is on healthcare robotics, and other is satellite. A lot to discuss, but it's still not yet time yet because the moves of the chess game are very slow, but
You know what
they're pacing
my
through.
experience tells me what will happen if some Indians from the US or Middle East start to move back to India.
Yeah,
It will do a lot of good for India. So much of
yeah,
skill, so much of technology awareness, so much of these are people who are sought by the world.
yeah,
Singapore wants them, Dubai wants them, Europeans want them. Everybody wants. Even the Chinese want these people.
yeah.
These people, as in
Education,
like educated Indians.
education does change a lot, and even in India, that would advance a lot quicker, and which I'm seeing the need because until 10th grade or something, they're still learning the same things. But I've seen one guy pop up somewhere on while I was listening to, sometimes I listen to full videos. This guy is a 11-year-old or 12-year-old Indian kid, and he had an idea, and him and his father worked on the idea, presented it in Shark Tank. They had some Indian initial investment. It is always interesting to see that there are people, and there's one thing again. It reminds me of KFC guy. So even towards the end of life, you can have success, and towards the starting of your life, you can have success. And time
Definitely.
is time teaches you.
There
Time
is always
get
a kind of a requirement of maturity and requirement of young energy and all those things. But experience also matters quite a lot.
Yeah, I agree. Like some of this ideas that I have, I had it for a while, but at the same time, with knowing and working on engineering aspect towards that, what is possible and what is not possible.
Yeah,
And let's say I make $100,000 exoskeleton that makes you walk without having sticks. And there are people who gets benefited for that, but there are people that who does not have that.
yeah,
And affordability also comes into the role in those cases. And you have to, when you're thinking like an engineer, you also have to think of your customer as an entrepreneur, and experience helps in conceptualizing and making things work, putting together a team or solving to the same goal. You know actually whom to reach out for. Hey, I have a doubt and control systems for this aspect, or I have connectivity issues, and how do I resolve it? Because imagine just a satellite that loses connection. You cannot, it's not like home Wi Fi, you can bring it back online.
yeah. So
So
you are saying
again,
that it requires a whole ecosystem, the labs, the support, the professor, and or maybe the technology guys who are guiding this whole thing, the team and all.
yeah, yeah, the ecosystem is
That way,
needed.
India is quite endowed, right? We have unlimited pool of technology talent and
I
a good startup ecosystem, so many incubators, so many labs, right?
I agree, but also like all the startups and ecosystem are focused on still on service sector and AI,
Yeah,
and
true.
there is still no, like, different startups are happening now, but
Hmm.
there are, I think, 20 some different startups there, but there needs to be more because they are just
Yeah,
focusing on one aspect, not just defense space. You need more and more. And currently we have UAV that is coming through, like flying vehicles. But I don't know, like I everyone said end of 2026, probably like I would say 2028. Um,
Sorry, was that what will come in end of 2028?
um, like what is this? Electric eVTOLs.
Oh, the flying
Yeah,
those yeah, the you can just sit on it and fly away.
yeah. When I was a kid, I had
But
a
I've
dream.
already seen them since many years. Like there are many in China and other places.
Yeah, they're
Wow, they're not commercialized. They must be pretty costly. Yeah.
yeah, they're very costly and they're not commercialized and not in a manufacturing scale. And I had a dream when I was a kid, uh, dream as in vision. So I would basically use an eVTOL, park it on rooftop of my home, and that's a big
Okay.
dream. And
Yeah.
there is
No, but
also a
I'm
lot.
100% sure you will be able to do this thing within your lifetime, and definitely much before that. Maybe in the next um, 10 years.
Yeah, I hope, I think so too. But at the same time, the manufacturing needs to be ramped up for these companies because the
Yeah.
companies that which are developing eVTOLs and the companies that actually can manufacture are entirely different.
Yeah.
There is backing
You need a
from,
whole supply chain. You need the whole industrial ecosystem for parts and spares and everything, which
yeah,
I think India severely lacks on many counts.
yeah, and there is an opportunity for that. Like it is a huge manufacturing sector project, but let's say you can make minor parts, customized parts, as well as like for you can even assemble for different eVTOLs. Like let's say you made a ecosystem, you design your eVTOL, I'll make manufacture it for you. So people who are designing will keep more of their time into this, and also these guys can also come into the meetings when there is an NDA made that these eVTOLs technology cannot be shared with other people, but they can evaluate the manufacturability and they can get what supply chain needs and they can manufacture at a scale of like even at least like a lakh a month or something.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Right. Just tell me one thing, Revant. What is the internal feelings or view of the Americans, generally speaking, not like every American, like, of course, the general feeling about this geopolitical things, which the new developments like the Iran thing and
I think a lot of people think, I think I come from most democratic parts and I've lived in that aspects as well. And it is a war that people don't want to have because everyone is
I
tired
saw
of
a
the,
video of a US retired colonel who was pretty upset about uh, why are we fighting us Iran suddenly, and he was telling this Carlson guy, Tucker
Mhm.
Carlson, I think, he's
Yeah,
telling him that Mr. Trump should take help of Mr. Modi to stop this war. So he's just proposing that there has to be somebody who is has a good relationship on both sides. Like Iran is
yeah,
allowing Indian ships to sail through Strait of Hormuz.
yeah,
So that showed that he was pretty upset about the whole war thing.
yeah, agreed. Like, because diplomacy should come from both ends, not just from one end. And
Hmm.
diplomacy should be also like mediated between impartial,
Two-
but at the same time beneficial to both the countries, not just
Yeah.
one.
But then,
And
I kind of tickled a bone also in me because I saw Mr. Trump saying so many times that he stopped 8 wars, and here the US colonel is saying that Mr. Trump should take help of Mr. Modi to stop the war. I found it quite funny.
Mm, I also find it funny in a sense, but I agree with respect to Indian diplomacy, like it is winning. And I think, I think a lot of Indians think Jaishankar is the biggest hero for
He's
definitely.
he's that wolf warrior diplomat which Chinese have, and
Yeah,
he's a mix of philosopher, historian, negotiator,
yeah.
strategist, nationalist. He's I don't know what kind of he's a
But
package.
I do want to be in the room when he's negotiating to see how he's negotiating that stuff. I don't want to disclose it to anyone, but at the same time, I'm just fan. Like a lot of people are fan of him, so uh,
He's too bright. He's too bright. He just knows
yeah,
what to speak where.
yeah. And I like his love story as well, like Japan,
Yeah,
but
Japanese
also
wife.
imagine like Indian foreign secretary having um, foreign minister is also encouraging foreign relationships.
I
Hey,
think
I
you have
encourage
taken a
foreign.
lot of lessons from that. And I can kind of
I
sense that what kind of lessons you would have taken from that already.
Yeah, I appreciate foreign relations. Good diplomacy always wins, and
Yeah.
I think like cultural exposure should be there for everyone so that you get point of views from everyone. You can understand it from everyone. And when this was one thing I made as a decision in college, like there are people that who were sticking to the same shell, and for one of the projects, and me and one American guy was there in the class. Literally, we've seen face to face. Oh, I think we two are the only people without partners. Because I was like kind of late to the university, and he was a bachelor student taking
Correct me if
master's
I'm
classes.
correct me if I'm wrong. That techie guys find it difficult um, to have female partners early on in their colleges.
Yeah, definitely. When I was in college, in school from 6 to high school, in our state, we are not allowed to talk to women, and it is taken as a offense for some reason. And
My
honestly,
God.
it should not happen. And I faced a lot of shyness to talk to women when I went to university. I did not know how to speak. Like literally, like
I'll give you one information. I saw a chart of countries' uh, rankings according
mhm,
to the average number of sexual partners.
yeah,
Countries ranked. Number one was Turkey,
hmm,
11 average partners, sexual partners in a lifetime.
hmm,
Average. And that is why Turkey is very sounding similar to Turkey. And the last one was India.
wow,
I mean, the average was 1.1. I mean, I don't know what kind of insular society we have created in this very, very difficult. Just, the Chinese also find the same problem that,
yeah,
just to make your career, it takes so much of time that you tend to, if you want to make a career, you need to focus entirely there and just leave this aspect about life, not about
yeah.
sexual partners, but about relationships with females and in general.
Family as well, because like generally work kind of affects your close by people the most because how you react it affects. And I had a friend when I was studying in masters. He was working at 10 o'clock late night in India, not even 10, 10. 12 sometimes. And I was like, why are you doing this? What time do you start work? And he was basically working 12 to 14-hour days. And still, manager is not satisfied, or other people are not satisfied. I'm like, what? I think that culture need to change because like work should be there, family time should be there, and nothing taken about sexual partners because like my dad is gonna watch
Oh, that
the
was just
channel.
a
No,
ranting I just told you.
in a sense
Yeah,
of funny thing.
yeah.
Um, and
But
also,
I just say something like uh, I had gone to Australia and there was evening time and generally the stores they close early there and
yeah,
I saw the store was open and some Indians were working there and I was chatting with the owner of the store. He said that no other country
mm,
guys agree to work after 7 and it is only
yeah,
Indians who say that we'll work extra.
yeah.
And somehow the image of Indians is also such that office person, non-Indian, will still give work to an Indian in late hours because it is expected that you will work.
I've
And the
seen that
situation is
happen.
not good in India. Like the kind of bossism and talking badly to employees and
Yeah,
saying all kind of things and making them work late and all those things are pretty common in India.
yeah. I think that should change slowly because I think the view should be changed. I agree, we are hardworking people and we need to hard work, but at the same time, like
Mr. Narayan Murthy says minimum 70 hours a week.
not at the scale of health. And I'm currently prioritizing health, and it isn't essential because like in my previous company, I used to work sometimes even like morning 6 o'clock and start working at 6 o'clock because we had Chinese clients and like semiconductors, manufacturing, um, TSMC and Taiwan, sorry, um, and Samsung. So they demand a lot of work from you as well.
Yeah,
And it affected my health to the core of scale. Like I had vitamin deficiency. I had a lot of things. After that, I was like, no, Raven, uh, you have to work, but at the same time, take it at your own pace. Like work it after ending of work. You're not seeing that until morning. If it is urgent, you can respond, but nothing is that urgent will happen. Urgent things can wait as well sometimes.
yeah. You have to create your healthy limits and
Yeah,
um, yeah, otherwise other people will keep on like if you don't respect your boundaries and limits, then other people will also misuse it.
yeah. And also like if there is an urgent thing, there is someone in other time zone that who can assist me. I can basically say that please assist this person because we are coming close to the project and end of project and we need to deliver it and we have 2 days to deliver and I just want to know if we are on time. That's the most urgent
Yeah.
thing needed at this
You have
point
to
or like
set the
yeah,
expectation right.
yeah. And
Yeah,
definitely
once
there
in a while
should
it's okay if there is some urgent work, the company work is getting
yeah.
impacted or something, but doing it on a regular basis definitely impacts health quite a lot. And I think many Indians are guilty of doing that.
Yeah, no, I agree because like my parents don't care about their health and they manage business and they are the most hardworking people in the company. They start like around 9, 10. They have calls from 8 o'clock in the morning. Calls die down at 6 o'clock, but they have other work that they have to do, which goes until 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and they work 6 days a week. And I always tell them, but it's not easy. They will be like, "Oh, you can come and take over it." And I do want to be the hands-off boss rather than a hands-on boss. So there is a lot of difference
Let me tell
between.
you something, Revant. Since you are doing entrepreneurship, uh, even while being an entrepreneur, even if you are an early entrepreneur, you are an early stage company, you have less employees, you have less team members, and you are kind of doing everything by your own, including managing all the departments and all.
Yeah,
Then also, if you don't set limits
yeah,
around, then also I have seen people's health getting impacted quite a lot.
yeah. And there is a lot of burnout as well.
A lot
Uh,
of burnout. Yeah. I've
and
seen
you,
a very marquee VC fund shut down one of its portfolio companies because both the founders had burnt out. That's an extreme case. I mean, like,
yeah,
but it happened. Like, I know of it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That generally sometimes happen here as well. And I think when one person is working, other person should take a break sometimes so that they
Hmm.
get refreshed. Like go out,
But do you think
just
about the fact that in US, many people are on a work visa, and without that visa, they can't stay in the US for hardly any time, and hence, they have to do whatever the company says. Like company expects them to work 14, 15, 16 hours a day. They have to. What do you say
I,
about that? I know
I would
some
not be in
cases
that
like that
company.
also.
I would not be in the company. I will change from that company because they are not respecting you as a person. I agree, like you're still a resource for them, but you have to set limits, and which is hard when you don't have backup option. And people need to have backup option. And currently, one of my friend
But in
started
many
living in
cases, it is not
India.
possible, Revant. Many cases, it is
Yeah,
not possible, right? You
yeah,
just graduated from US, and then you don't have a H-1B, you don't have then you take on a work visa, and
yeah,
the only way you are in the US is because you have that work visa.
yeah,
Then what do you do? Like the company, like I know one person, the company expects her to come at 6 a.m. to the 7 a.m. to the work site and get all the work managed, and then she's working till 8 p.m. and so very long days. But she doesn't have any option.
I
I
think
mean,
when there
I'm just
is no
giving you this
option,
example to
yeah,
say that
yeah,
sometimes it is just beyond your control.
control. I agree. Like only thing you can do is like when you have free time, at that time you take constant breaks and
Yeah.
make make the most of it. Like sometimes like being around people also can be stressful after that. And
Yeah.
just go, for some reason I like nature, so they have to
It
find their,
helps a lot. Yeah.
yeah, and nature, cooking, all these things I like.
Wow.
Yeah,
Cooking. You should have a girlfriend then. I can sense from here.
not at the moment. Yeah.
I think that adds to your credentials as a techie, that you are focused on your work.
Yeah, I like cooking a lot. And mm, currently like I can make my own recipes, but also like I can cook almost 400 plus dishes. I
Oh,
learned
really? Awesome.
it, yeah, I learned from like different housemates that I had in the past. And
Wow.
there were like five people living in the house at that point. One was from Italy, one was from um, a Chinese American, one is a guy who wasn't from Midwest. So like
Mhm.
I learned like all the techniques, and then like I asked what is their other country's favorite cuisine, that food that they want to eat. So like whenever they achieved something, I it's also reward for me because I tried to cook out of my shell. And one time I made French onion soup. One time I made like um, Albanian dish recently with I really like Albanian bread. Um, Recently I tried it, so pretty big fan. And for
I
some
think being
reason
in
they
the
use
US
a lot
gives
of,
you being in the US also gives you a lot of advantages to like try new cuisines and
yeah,
to yeah, it's awesome.
and it kind
That
of
way, I
makes
really
me,
admire the US. So many nationalities, so many
yeah,
cultures, and it's kind of a melting pot, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But
Like
what
for
with MAGA and all, they don't they want to see a white US.
I gave up on
Okay,
it.
no
No,
comments.
it's not no comments. It's more I gave up
It's more
on,
what can you do about it, right?
yeah, because like you cannot change people. People
Yeah.
has to change from themselves, no matter how
And
much.
definitely, changing politics is very difficult.
Yeah, it's like changing religion here, and
Yeah,
people
that's
would
true.
change religion easily compared to changing politics sides
Yeah.
here. And in lot of dating profiles that I've seen is like, oh, what religion are you? There is agnostic as well as atheist. Agnostic is like who respects every religion. I think I
It
come in
is
that,
who says religions are trash.
yeah. And I wouldn't say trash, but they don't believe in existence of God.
Hmm.
But I respect everyone's on their choice, and I love every religion, their festivals. It gives us good reason to celebrate things, and I like holidays very much. And uh, yeah, currently, like with respect to different cultures, I think like it is. I think my parents don't understand that when I say I want to have different cultured people in my life, because I embrace everything and
They
like
would
I
be thinking
agree.
it is very difficult to adjust with people from different culture.
Yeah, but I
Life,
think
like, yeah.
when two people have uh, not just love but respect each
Mhm.
other, even
Yeah,
like when they're living with
they find
family,
a way.
like yeah, you'll
Mm.
find a way. And even when let's say like you're living in large family as well, they have to make it accommodating because the other person, whoever is staying with you, is there irrespective of religion, caste, or anything else. And they she's respecting you guys as well as you have to respect that person as well. And that is my takeaway from an holistic approach. And I wish that comes to a lot of people.
I think for you, like managing with a different culture girl will be easier as compared to the regular Indian male because first of all, you are already in the US. Secondly, you
Yeah,
cook so much. Thirdly, you are a person who respects all cultures and religions. Like all of us Indians here, we are pretty much,
yeah,
we are believe in diversity and everything.
yeah,
So for you, it'll be easier, but still, when
yeah,
when the thing is about adjusting for life, then there are many things you should consider.
yeah, definitely. And definitely for me, it will be easier. I think in general, I had some hesitation fitting in with people of my culture because I was kind of teased around as a kid. And
No.
I was like a fat kid, chubby kid.
Oh,
And
okay.
um,
They body shamed you.
yeah, pretty much. And also, like my initial part of my initial is called Kondaveti, basically, like Konda means hill. So they used to tease,
So
tease that
fun,
around.
so bad. That is not
Yep,
good.
yep. And I did not like that. I think like after coming here, I stayed away from people that who would treat me in such, and given people more space that who respects me, and also like yeah, I do like Indian food. I like
Then I'll ask you
as
one thing, Revant. See,
yeah,
I'm also learning today from you quite a lot.
hmm,
How important is international exposure for a person who, um, suppose, for a techie guy who's based in India, um, he can straight away work for a tech company in India, or definitely he should take international exposure. I mean, how important is that in one person's life?
I think it is pretty important because you get to experience what other people are thinking compared to narrow focused thinking. Just like when you're working in a
So it
company,
opens you up. It opens you up.
yeah,
It makes you a better person.
yeah, it opens you up a lot. When you're working for a company, you're working for the vision of the founder, not for vision of you. And
Mm.
the relationships you make along the way of your journey, sometimes they're precious. Like I have a best friend that I made after coming to US, and like she's my first female best friend. And like I had no hesitation or shy that I overcame with. And
Mhm.
not only that, like you understand what you should have in life.
Mhm. Okay,
And
got it. Thank you so much. Got it. Got it. Because I
even if
keep on
you're
thinking,
yeah,
like, I keep on thinking, should I send him to Singapore for further studies, or should I
yeah,
first all those things, you know?
I currently like would recommend international exposure and also having both
But things
Indian
have become
exposure
quite
as well.
difficult in the. But things have become quite difficult also in the last 2 years, with liberalization, free trade, and globalization taking a backstep, going backwards, and
Yeah,
countries are putting trade barriers, non-tariff barriers, and barriers in movement of professionals
people.
and people. Yeah, so things have kind of regressed since the last 2 years.
Yeah, definitely. And there are some companies are opening up for the same talent.
Hmm.
And but I think like Indians in tech in India is growing very fast,
Hmm.
which is a good thing. And
Hmm.
i- if you want to do something, definitely like even the things that I want to build, I want to be both countries, not just one country, because I like to have my time and family time, but also like um, things that I learned here, as well as things that from motherland and all these things. And my dad says you cannot be in both the places, which is hard. Which is hard. I'm trying to achieve that. And
But I think if you were to make an effort of being in both places, the only
yeah,
way financially you can manage is by being a successful entrepreneur.
yes, that's what I'm trying to achieve.
Because jobs will not let you.
Yeah. Will need your help along the way as well, and everyone's help in India, US, everyone. I did not share my vision yet. I think when the time is right and when I have the team that I was building towards to, and I proved my practical results in lab environment, I will showcase the first is to the community as well as you guys and you as well
Sure,
as
why
Tushar.
not?
And
Happy to
yeah,
see what you are building, and happy to assist.
definitely. Thanks a lot. Lot more to come. So it's just a start, and I think slowly one thing after another started figuring out this year because, like, in the first couple of years of entrepreneurship, I understood what mistakes I made, and later, I think that is also an important journey
Yeah.
because you need to know how to avoid those mistakes again and again, or like the things that kill the companies as well as the things that make a successful company.
Right.
Yeah.
I read one quote from Naval Ravikant, the founder of
Mm,
Angel List.
mm,
He said that uh, for a guy who's focused on knowledge,
mhm.
he should stay away from trying to understand too much about what is happening in politics,
Yeah,
because it will distract you. And if
definitely.
you are creating something, if you are building something, you need your best energy, you need your best creativity, and politics will suck that out of you.
Yeah. Not just politics, I think in general, overall current situation of world. Like when
Yeah,
world is you have to make your happy world and you're working from your happy world, even though it's stressful. But at the same time, you're when you're burnt out, you basically go to some place, or as I said, and when you're need to work, you need to have team of people that who supports you. And when you just want to have a drink, like people get, you have to have a friends that who gets drinks with you or who goes to trips with you. That's the beauty of life. So,
true. That's true.
yeah,
All things which are very gentle and soft, like love, creativity, your best spirit, your adventure spirit, they
yeah,
require a lot of softness and they require a lot of care and sensitivity.
yeah, definitely. Like creativity, talking about it, it took me 2 years to finish a kid's book, and it was just for fun. And also like to convey that like people come and go in life and happiness comes from within. And like few things that our takeaway from the story is like one thing people assume just a cause guy and a girl who are friends means that does not need to translate in love as well. So they can also stay friends. And all this aspects into put into kids' book story. Even adults can read it. And it's a funny, I wouldn't say funny, it's a wholesome book. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Really
I'll
awesome.
send you a PDF. Yeah.
Please do, definitely. Nice talking
Yeah.
to you today,
Yeah, definitely. Nice. Okay.
we started with geopolitics, but ended up discussing technology, cultural
Yeah.
diversity, how it is to be in the US, and it is such a rich discussion. Yeah, lovely talking with you.
Lovely talking with you, Tushar, always. And again, we'll have you soon. And
Sure.
I'll keep you
Thank
posted
you so
and
much.
everything.
Thank you so much
Thanks
for
a
having
lot.
me.